Hello and welcome to Moonreach. Yeah, it's our first ever playthrough of the Moonreach dungeon crawler game. I've got some of my obviously my GW models out for this. That's what I'm going to use to demo. If you're not sure what it is, I recommend watching the first video because that explains the game a bit more. I'm not going to go spend too much time explaining the rules right now or show the cards or anything. Watch the first video or join the Moonreach development group on Facebook. I'll add anyone. So I've got Baron, one Fancyhat, and the Squire. See, they've got really blank cards because these are the two decks of things you can find in chests, on corpses, and etc. 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 Hopefully they'll start getting upgraded, and we'll run through how the upgrade things work as we go on. Jack's going to be the Goblin. He's in charge of all these Gobblies. There will be more in this room at the end. When I calculated how many enemies I needed and got them all out of my collection, I counted the rooms wrong. So I need a few more to add in with the Banshee, who's the final boss. You can see them all there. I think it's quite fun to have them all out in the dungeon. That rumbling sound is the boiler, not some kind of ominous noise from this dungeon. So we'll just kind of start. I don't know how much we'll necessarily film because there's going to be a fair bit of combat kind of going on in each room and fair bit is happening. So I won't sort of film every single bit of it because that could get quite repetitive. So some rooms I might not film very much, but I will film what you pick up, and I think hopefully that's kind of the essence of the game is what you pick up and how you upgrade and things really. So we'll come back after a little bit really. So before you enter the first room, which I just have, each character picks 2 cards and puts them into the shared inventory. I picked up 2 bandages, which I'm actually quite pleased about because I think healing wounds is going to be important. 3 Moonstone Shard card, so I'll actually discard that in a second and put the Moonstone cards on the card like I said I was going to. And I got a spell, which I can't actually use yet because it's only wizards, and I hope I find a wizard hat at some point. Okay, so a couple of actions in. Baron moved up, hit the zombie, did 2 wounds to the zombie, and then suffered 2 wounds in return.
Yeah, he would have done 3, but zombies are brainless.
Brainless, yes. So minus 1 give us his falling swing, which if I'd remembered, I wouldn't have played a falling swing. Then the zombie moved, attacked the Baron again, did 2 wounds to the Baron, who did none in return. And then the next thing I've just done is the Baron just healed 2 wounds because
with his
healing pouch. So what I was saying is that each character starts with their own personal healing pouch, which is already used. So now it's over to the Goblin again. So next up is zombies coming in. I'm not going to film every combat on this because there's going to be a lot. But we'll film some, and this thing looks quite fun because the Baron might die in room 1. So I'll change the rules if that happens.
So the Baron can't be killed.
No, well not in room 1. You die in room 1. So you've been cut against. So I've played a low guard. That's been cut, and I should suffer none. Yep, deal and suffer none. Cool. Be safe for a bit. After that, Eric's just moved around a little bit to support the Baron, hopefully next attack. And now that zombie in front of Baron, this one here, attacking him again. Oh dear. Oh, I deal some damage. I played Sleeping Cut, Jack played Falling Swing. Oh, 2 Falling Swing, that's gonna oh my god, this may go incredibly pear-shaped. So you will deal 6 damage. And I'll deal 2.
How much health you got left?
Not as much as I'd like. Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Maybe
we'll just play it, and if they both die by room 2, we'll look at the rules again. Yeah. That's what it's for. Yeah. Okay. So after that, Eric went, and they went to hit this zombie and failed. So this zombie here is now attacking the Baron. Oh, I chose the right one. There's no damage, but I will deal 2. So I got a thrust in this time against Falling Swing. So Jack will deal none, and I'll deal 2. Baron's still alive. So next up, Eric's now moved over because other than this, you get a free 2-step. We're going to call it steps, I think. Step move. Beginning of every activation, you activate a character, including being able to move in and out of combat as much as you like. So Eric's moved over, is going to attack this zombie because he's only going to be on 1 card. Okay. Happened to be the right one. So Jack had a Sleeping Cut, I had a thrust. I actually didn't have any other aggressive cards, so never mind. So after that, Jack then moved the zombie in and attacked Eric, and there were I chose the right card. I wasn't getting a counter, but I didn't suffer any wounds, and neither did Jack. X move round, see if we can take out some of these two that's threatening the Baron. They've got no energy left now, so they can't actually do anything at all, move or attack or anything. So let's see if we can take them out before they can do anything. There's none. Chosen something else. So that's 2 sweeping cuts against a low guard. There's none. Never mind. Everything on 1 energy left now as well. So that zombie now is the only one that's got energy left. Now move around and attacking Bang on Fancyhat. I paid one to get 2 more cards because I'd only be on 2. Oh damn, chose the wrong one. So Rising Attack gets high guard, deals 2, 4. That'll kill the Baron. Okay, so that's fine. So the Baron's died in room 1, which kind of makes the rest of it doing any more on that
I think
pointless. So we'll
zombies are a bit too
good.
Either you're not good enough at the start, or zombies are a bit too good.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll stop that playthrough there, and start again, and we'll think about what we need to change, and then we'll mention what we're going to change at the start of the next video.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, time for playthrough number 2 after the Baron, well, basically died too quickly. I mean, it's got to be a game where you can actually get through the rooms before you get to turn 1. So we've done a couple of changes. Firstly, there's now only 2 zombies in there. And we've now said that zombies can't perform critical hits. So they're part of the brainless rule. So brainless is -1 damage versus falling swing. Also going to say they can't perform critical hits. Because that's what did him really, is he kept doing 6 damage, which you shouldn't really have to do with a zombie. Yeah. So we've also said that because when you first enter here, like we said in the beginning of the last playthrough, you take 4 cards from the miscellaneous decks, so from the 2 decks here. What we're going to say then is that actually you don't enter this room yet, and you can equip anything that you get. I've done particularly well on that one actually, because I drew another healing pouch, which is good, 2 wounds, a suspicious potion, and I drew 2 weapons. So I've given a polearm to the Baron of Fancyhat, so he can now attack zombies without any threat of being hit back. And Eric now has a dagger, so just +1 damage on rising attack. These little things here, I can spend moonstone shards to improve them. The polearm can't be improved. So we'll have another go through from there. So come back after a few activations. Not gonna film it all because it could be quite long otherwise. But a lot of back and forth with melee. Definitely better without the zombies being able to perform critical hits already.
A lot less game.
So Baron suffered 4 wounds, but as one of the zombies is dead. The other one's only a couple of wounds left. Eric's moved up, gone in to hit this one. This is what we played. So Jack played a thrust and rising attacks. So I'll suffer 2 wounds.
Yep.
And I'll deal 2 +1 my damage, my dagger. Zombies dead. So now we clear the room. So in every room, or at least in this room for the moment, it's going to have a treasure chest, a box, and a corpse. For the moment, I'm going to say that's actually in every room. So basically, I'll get 6 cards every room. I'll also get 2 moonstone shards because I killed 2 zombies, which I can use to upgrade. So I think, so I'll take the zombie out. These 2 kind of move to here. They've both got 2 energy left. You don't replenish energy at the end. So they're going to get ready for that room. But I am going to draw 6 cards and see what I get. Okay, I picked up some really good things out of the deck. I got a bow, which I've given to Eric. I got an axe, which is amazing, +1 damage, which I've given to the Baron. I got 2 moonstone shards, I had 4. I also picked up another healing pouch, a pistol shot, and you'll never get this, which is actually a spell which I can't cast. I need a wizard hat. So I did them with my 4 moonstone shards. I upgraded both of their melee stats by 1. So he's now melee 5, melee 4, that cost me 1. Upgraded this weapon 1, +1 melee, so he's now melee of 6. So 8 when he goes first. And I upgraded my bow to be +1 damage. So Eric's now got a bow of X +1 piercing. And melee 4. I've given him the polearm on the side rather than the axe. I think it's better for him to be able to be sort of not be hit back.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's better. So yeah, let's go into the next room. So they entered the room. Did a lot of ahhing about whether to fire his bow at the zombie, fire his bow at the skeleton, move, hit the skeleton. Outside, actually, we decided that counted as 2 range. So the zombie was there. Zombie was sat there. And the polearm gives him +1 range, which means you can have an intervening square. Well, that's the intervening square. So I thought, well, actually, you can't hit back in combat, and I might get a really good set of cards, which I did. I hit with 2 falling swings. Jack only had 1 card because the Baron had with rising attack. So I did 6 damage down to 1 for Brainless and just killed the zombie in 1 go.
6 down to 5. Yeah.
6 down to 5,
Yeah.
killed the zombie in 1 go.
Yeah.
So that's really good. That's a dead zombie. Okay, so after Eric died, Baron moved up and finished off the skeleton in 1 go. Actually hit him once.
Mm-hmm.
Then we decided we're changing the rules obviously as we're going along, and we came up with another idea to make it a bit more doable. Because if Eric died now, Baron's not going to be able to get through the rest of the dungeon by himself. He's just going to die. So rather than a character dying, they go unconscious, and when the room is cleared, they get up again, and they get up on half health. So that already affects how much energy they have and things as well.
It's only if one dies, though.
And if both of them die, it is game over. We're thinking about possibilities of how you could restart and things like that, but at the moment we're leaving it at that. So Eric's got up on half health. The Baron then used his 1 energy he had left to use a healing pout on Eric, because I'm going to change it so you can do it on an adjacent person. Well, at the end of the step, at the end of the room, you can just be adjacent. It's fine. So Eric's got 7 health, Baron's got 7 health, and I've still got 2 healing pouches left. I then picked up some other really good stuff. I picked up a pistol shot. I haven't got a pistol yet, but the pistol shot, a bandage. I picked up an arcane potion, which means I can get energy. I picked up a big stick, which is a bit relevant. I picked up an ether totem. So basically, I've now just got +1 damage versus ghosts, full stop, which is great. I haven't used my suspicious potion yet. I picked up a 2-handed sword. So the Baron I got a 2-handed sword. He's +2 slicing. I also upgraded it because I obviously had 3 moonstone shards from killing the 2 enemies. He's now at melee 6 as standard with +2 slicing damage. If I upgrade it again, it'll be +1 impact, and then +1 piercing. So it's +1 on everything basically. So Eric's now got the axe of +1 melee. He's now melee 5 as standard, and he's obviously still. And I upgraded his arcane, so he's now arcane 3, so he can fire his bow a bit better than he could before. So yeah, I've now got 10 things in my inventory list though. So if I pick up anything else, I have to get rid of something. Big stick, clearly. Yep, so I'm going to move on to the next room, which looks quite full. So on into the next room, walked in, Baron started by hitting the skeleton, did like 5 wounds to skeleton, I think.
Yep.
2 out left. Zombie moved up, did a couple of wounds to Eric, who did like 4 wounds back. Eric healed a wound, so they're kind of blocking this way here. So now the skeleton's attacking the Baron. So what you got?
What do I do?
It's a falling swing. Ooh, you deal 3, 6. You'll kill the Baron.
Swooping cut. I deal 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you deal 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I deal 3. So I deal 3, 6. I actually deal 8.
Because you got +2.
It's +2.
Yeah.
But I'll suffer 4. Please, my 1 health left. The Baron can be pretty hairy, but he's killed the skeleton. So summarising a bit more of the room, as you can see, I've managed to kill 2 zombies and a skeleton, which is pretty good, with actually not very relatively minimal damage in return. The Baron suffered a few wounds, but with their much higher melee now, they are tanking it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how this goes on. I mean, the only thing I would say is that neither of them are wearing any armour at the moment. So they are taking wounds, but they are dishing them out. And a skeleton, so Eric's now just used his last energy he had to fire his bow at the skeleton and did 3 damage, which is quite good. So the skeleton's only got 4 health left. So yeah, so that was next. Okay, just to summarise my item section, I ended up with, I think, about 12 moonstone shards, because I had 6 from the enemies I killed, and I picked up another 4. I had 10, and I already had one, I had 11 moonstone shards, which is pretty amazing. So I spent them on all sorts of things. But I also got a lot of stuff. I got a lasso, which is kind of fun. I got another pistol shot. So I got 3 of them. I got an ability I can't use yet. I also got a scroll of fortification, which is pretty amazing. Shuffle your item card to randomly draw 1. That item's effects are increased by 1. This is only one of these.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
He's got a really good axe. I also upgraded it again. So Eric is now melee 8 as standard with +2 damage. He's pretty mental. I spent the rest of my with I had loads. Upgraded his sword completely. He's now +1 melee, +1 impact, +1 piercing. So he does a lot of damage. And I gave him an extra melee. Spent 2 for that. So he's now melee 6. I gave him an extra health for 1. Gave him an extra health for 1, which means basically I gave myself... can't do it. So he's now on 3 health, but with 1 more at the top. He's got 6 health and 1 more at the top. I've got to go into this room now. It's going to go one or two ways because the ghost is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I could just absolutely tank it again. So yeah, that's what happened in the next room. Right, as you can see, it's gone pretty well in this room so far. I've basically tanked it completely, haven't I? Eric attacked the skeleton, did like 8 damage straight away, killed it in one go. I know the Baron went first. Baron went first, hit the zombie and did 1 damage. The skeleton then moved up to hit Eric.
He just died.
And died immediately because I had 8 melee. And then Eric moved up and fired his bow at the ghost, doing 2 wounds. Zombie attacked the Baron, died. I did 10 damage.
Just exploded.
Absolutely exploded. Yeah, shower of gore. And now the ghost has moved up, and it's quite sensibly decided to do Chilling Touch rather than dying. So you're looking for blue, I think. It probably should be blue.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be blue.
Well, blue because chill.
Because it's chill, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, go on. What are you saying you got?
Blue 1.
So I'll do 1 damage. You've only got 1 other card. Bluff. It's a blue 1. You can play again.
Blue
1. Bluff.
Oh, fuck. Oh, can you cut that out?
No, it's all right.
Why did I bluff when I had no cards left? Yeah. So you're obviously going to call a bluff.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
So you had 2 wounds, so I've got the catastrophe. Silly Jack.
2 wounds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'd thought for about what
yeah,
long, I done
like
it.
we did a whole podcast on this, Jack, about not doing what you've just done. But never mind. Yeah. Right, so Eric easily polished off that ghost. I did like 5 wounds or something, didn't I? Yeah. Does have a 1 in return.
Does have a 2 in return.
2 in return. You just have 2 in return. So I then picked up a lot of stuff again. I got another bow, which I given to the Baron. I picked up a hammer, which I've discarded. A javelin, which I'm hanging on to, but I'll probably just discard. And I got some more moonstone shards. That's it, actually. I discarded the other things.
Yeah, can't think.
What I got, I think that's everything. I got a healing potion, which I spent on the Baron.
Yeah.
I then gave the Baron another melee, so now I have 7. Gave him an extra health. He's now got 5 health left, and I gave him an extra energy, so that's what that little mark there is for. Haven't upgraded Eric at all, and I upgraded his bow 1, so I've got 1 moonstone shard left. It's interesting playing. It's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it, but it's yeah, they are skin of their teeth kind of thing. I haven't picked up any armor. There's loads of armor cards in here. I haven't picked up a single one yet. So let's see what happens if we go or Wizard's Hat.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I've picked up almost entirely weapons and moonstone shards.
Yeah, a lot of moonstone shards. I'm thinking of reducing the amount of moonstone.
Yeah, because I'm picking up a lot of 3
much.
moonstone shards. Because there's 9 of each kind. So it'd be interesting to see what we'd do if we did that. Or if we did that. That was a lot of mumbling. Right, next room. Right, quick summary of this room. I don't think I filled any of this room, have we? No. Well, because I could film melee after melee after melee after melee, but I think we'll just get dull. And this is really people to see what the game's like. I've enjoyed it a lot already.
Yeah.
Even if we don't finish it, it's been a lot of fun. So Eric went up and hit Skeleton. Didn't do much actually. He had like 2 wounds and suffered 1 in return, I think. Then you went with Skeleton. I think he then killed it then.
Yeah.
Without suffering any.
Yeah.
Then it moved over. Then Eric moved over to hit the ghost.
Because there were 2 skeletons and a ghost.
There were 2 skeletons and a ghost in this one. Eric moved over to hit the ghost. Did quite a lot of damage. I think he did some damage, didn't he?
Yeah, took it down to like 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left, but died. Because he died in that attack from the ghost.
Yeah.
So he died. What did he die from? Chilling Touch?
No, he didn't kill it. He had 2 wounds left and they did Chilling Touch to kill him.
They did Chilling Touch to kill him. Obviously called Bluff on, but he's survived. So then Baron, we decided, and we did decide that just together, but we decided to change the rules for the javelin. That it's just you spend 1 energy, you hurt someone, cause 2 wounds guaranteed. So Baron then spent that 1 to kill the ghost, because I'm +1 damage against ghost because I've got an Ether totem. Then the skeleton moved up, went to hit the Baron. I think you did 2 wounds,
Yeah.
and I did like 2 as well. That was a bit of a meh one. And then in that one, oh no, that was one that just happened. We had one melee.
Did I do any wounds to you?
No,
No, because I did a thrust.
I think he'd suffered wounds from something else.
Sweeping cut.
He'd suffered wounds from something else.
Yeah. Oh, he got chilling. Did he get chilling touched?
Has he got 3 wounds left? He should have more.
No,
there must be 2 rounds of combat where you did 2 wounds on me and I didn't do as many.
Yeah.
And then the next round, I tanked it.
Yeah.
I played sweeping cut against your thrust. I then played a falling swing, which did 3 damage because he's +2 slicing. So I upgraded to his master strike, which then meant I could then play 2 rising attacks, which did 4 damage. So I did 7 damage in one go. So that means that Eric comes back on with half health. And I get to do all my card shenanigans again.
Yeah.
Okay, which is a really fun bit, picking up all the cards that you're going to get. So I got a fun one. I got Dead Rat, which is literally nothing, just Dead Rat. I got a couple of pistol shots. We decided to put them back again and draw new ones to see what else we could get, because I did pick up 2 more pistol shots. I haven't got a pistol. Normally, I might reduce how many pistol shots are there. There's 9 pistol shots in there. So I picked up a couple of healing pouches. I got a healing pouch and a healing spell, which I can't cast. I haven't got a wizard tap. I also got Disley spell, which I also can't use. And actually, I didn't pick up as many good stuff this time.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the previous one.
No, I didn't get my stuff actually, but I did get a load of Moonstone shards again. I picked up another 4 Moonstone shards as well, getting the other ones I had. So they've now got their fullest melee they can get. I can't upgrade their melee any more than 3 times. So Baron is now standard melee 8. Eric's a standard melee of 10 with his bonuses. I also upgraded both of their healths again and gave the Eric +1 energy too. So they're both looking a bit better. Oh, no, I didn't upgrade his energy actually. Didn't go his health actually. Did I? Yes, I did. Gave him extra health. So I need to roll 1 his off actually. So he should have 4 left now. So they're both looking a bit better, but I've still got no armor. So that's the thing. We're talking about character. There's been an interesting balance in this playthrough that I've got the good weapons. I've got all the Moonstone shards to upgrade their weapons, make them really good at hitting stuff. No armor. And they do take wounds when they get hit.
So that's the thing, you can go and smash one person, but it's my go next if there's more enemies to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the way so far it's worked in the mechanic that you can only go and spend 1 energy at a time.
Yeah.
You can't go and go, right, I'm going to hit you, now I'm going to hit you again, I'm going to fire my bow, like you could in Moonstone.
Yes.
It's, no, I'm going to do one thing, I'm going to really think about what one thing's going to be. And the energy conservation about, I want to spend all my energy, so I start the next room.
I like being able to move 2 each time as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really good.
That basics are quite fun. Anyway, now I've got a mini boss, which is a Wraith, which I'm going to show you the card for actually, because it is relatively scary.
It's a lot scarier.
10 health. Still a ghost, so -1 non-magical. I'll get the bonus still. +1 damage, spiteful, and chilling touch. And it's got quite a scary... Oh my god, it's got a scary thing. It's very scary.
I'm looking at it, let's have a look.
It's good. Okay, it's me going first. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm actually going to film this combat. So Jack paid 2 to get 2 more. These are my cards. So let's see what we play. I'll put it down. I'll put it down there actually, so we can see the models. You ready?
Yep.
No with Baron.
Rising attack.
So you'll probably kill me then, because I think you do 2.
Do 4.
4 and +1. So you'll do 5. You'll kill me.
Slicing,
I'll do 2, 4,
crap,
6, 7, 8. I'll do 8. You'll kill me and I'll do 8 damage. So this is what. So Jack had 2 sweeping cuts, and I had 3 rising attacks. So you kill me, but you suffered 8 damage. Blimey.
Wow.
Wow. So Eric's there with 6 health.
Oh god.
So this is a pretty tense combat. I've got 10 cards. Jack has all the rest of them because he paid 2 to get 2 more. So he's got 8 cards and I've got 10.
Paid 1 to get 2 more.
Paid 1 to get 2 more. So yeah, I always say pay 2 to get 2 more. These are mine. Just gonna hold it there for a second because I've arranged them all together. Okay. So you'll do none, and I'll do 6. So Jack played the falling swing, Oh damn! Knock the walls down. I played 2 thrusts. Oh god, that was tense. Because I knew that you couldn't play. I knew that you only had one of each melee card.
Yeah, rubbish.
Because I had 2 rising attacks, 2 falling swings, and 2 thrusts.
Yeah, you knew I couldn't do critical.
So I knew that I could probably kill you whatever, unless you played a defensive card.
Oh.
And I knew you didn't have Sleeping Cut at all, because I had 3 of them. So I knew I was going to do damage, whatever, and probably kill you. So Eric survives.
I should really have anticipated that thrust, really.
Yeah.
But,
so before we get any further, so the Wraith provides 3 moonstone shards, but we are going to say that there's only 1 chest in this little room. Normally it's going to be a chest, 2, a box, and a corpse. That's what we've been saying. I think I will vary that, but just because we're trying to get around the rest of it. But I think it's just so I'll get 3 cards, not any more. 3 cards and 3 moonstone shards is what I'll get. Right, so summary of what I picked up. Picked some more pistol shot. I think we're going to say, which is get with the idea, whenever you pick up more pistol shot, it just gets added to your previous one rather than picking up more slots. Picked up another spell, which is a bit of a shame. List of Octocrest, and I still haven't got old wizards have to use any spells. I did pick up a crossbow though, which I've replaced one of the bows for, and I've then upgraded it. I picked up an arcane potion, which I used with Eric and got more energy. The Baron obviously came back with more health. And then he healed himself as well, so he's got 9 health now, which is quite nice. Still haven't got any armour. And I found a pint of beer, which you just drink and gain 1 energy. So the Baron gained 1 energy from that. I think it was the Baron gained 1 energy, or maybe it was Eric. One of them gained 1 energy under the Baron, because he's now +1 evade as well until the next replenish step. And that's what it looks like. I'm now into about with a Wraith, a Ghost, and a Zombie, which is a bit scary, but they are quite... Well, they're very hard. They hit really like they hit like a ton of bricks, but they also... As you can see, no armour. No armour slot filled at all. Okay, it's over. Somebody's in the room. So Baron fired his crossbow at the skeleton first, did a couple of wounds. Then, did the Wraith come in and kill him straight away?
Yeah, the Wraith.
The Wraith came in and killed him straight away.
Didn't take
any damage. Eric moved over, hit the Ghost, did a load of damage, not quite enough to kill him, and suffered a couple wounds in return. And then the Wraith has moved up and has polished off Eric. So the heroes have fallen. They got a long way.
Yeah,
it basically came down to I picked up a lot of weapons and no armour.
Yeah.
So I had no defence against any attacks at all. What we're going to do, for the fun of seeing if we can finish it, because it's the last room, is we're going to probably move the Wraith back. I think we'll leave you on the same health. Bring them back as unconscious. They'll come back with half health. And they've lost. The Goblin has won. Well done. But we just want to see what the Banshee can do. Because it's the only enemy we haven't seen yet, because she's the boss.
Yeah.
So,
and it's really interesting because you guys do so much damage and you get so many cards, like 12 cards, but they still get chipped away just by the ghosts and things. And just chill touch here and there.
Yeah, definitely. I think the basic mechanic of the game I'm perfectly happy with. I mean, obviously the melee and stuff is fun moves and is therefore great already. But the basic mechanics of I activate, you activate, that works for you, and the movement works really well. Definitely need to think about the deck. There's too many of some things, and probably not enough of others.
Yeah, I think could add a bit more variety, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've picked up a lot of moonstone shards.
And a lot of pistol shot.
A lot of pistol shot. Actually, well, basically, because they're huge decks, I need to probably reduce them a little bit. Yeah. Take out a load of the pistol shots. Maybe make sure that the pistol comes with 1 shot, so you can at least fight once.
Yeah. Got a lot of spells.
A lot of spells, but no wizard hats.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is you wouldn't necessarily have to play with Baron and Eric. I'm playtesting with Baron and Eric, but my idea is that I'll release rules for all of them. So you could play with Baron and Quack, who's a wizard. Yeah. And then you've got spell phase away, which would make sense. Yeah. Or actually, what I'd probably do is do like Fritz and Quack. Those two kind of seem to work better to me somehow. Don't know why, but they do. So, or you could have Shabaroon and the Mrs. Midget. They'll still basically be starting off with the most basic of, Shabaroon will probably start off with melee 1. So he won't be able to get that much good in melee, but he'll have arcane 6. So they'll still work in that kind of basic way. So maybe next time we'll play it with some goblins.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
I like the enemy cards. I wouldn't change those.
Yeah. I think you can easily add a few more different types of them as well. Potentially
might add some more health onto these guys.
Yeah.
Just a couple more dots onto the hero characters.
I mean, it even with no armor, it sort of balanced pretty well. It was quite good for most of these rooms. You were just clinging to life and just doing enough to get through. And
It's
then
been really
heal up a little
tense.
bit,
It's been
heal
really
up, heal
tense.
up. And that was really good. It felt.
And we discussed obviously a couple of things like Jack said about halfway through playing, that obviously as the Goblin, he's got no real incentive to play defensive cards. By and large, because it doesn't really matter that much. But actually, that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
You are just trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And you're undead, so you don't really care if you die. So I don't really mind that. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think
just something I noticed.
it would be a really different game if you played it with a wizard and got spells.
Yeah.
And didn't get the weapons that we got, because I'm really high melee. I mean, the high melee doesn't here you'd get from the Moonstone Shards, but getting the fortification and boosting that up was a bit massive. And
if you had less Moonstone Shards in the deck, so you couldn't have upgraded as much.
Yeah, possibly. I'm tempted to suggest just losing some. I haven't picked up any of the 2s.
Yeah.
Happened to pick up a lot of 3s.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the Moonstone Shards yet, because I also quite like the idea that you actually do need to upgrade. Yes, I've done a lot of upgrading and I've still died.
Yeah.
So maybe you do need the upgrades. So I'm tempted to leave that. Definitely take out some of the pistol shot, take out some of the worst weapons. But potentially have 2 decks. One which is just the first 4 rooms, so you can't access the second deck, which has better stuff in it, maybe.
Yeah.
Like an elite deck.
Yeah.
Don't know. This is only the first time we played it, and it's been a lot of fun the first time, and there's a lot to think about. But we're going to see if we can finish it off. I probably won't film much of it now, and we'll just come back maybe right at the end.
Yeah, cool.
So we came back on unconscious, as we did, so we were up on half health each. They did have a fair few wounds. They did manage to finish the room, just about. Thankfully, I picked up a load of healing stuff. So they're now both on 8 wounds. Not much I can do with my Moonstone Shard. I'll boost, for the sake of it, I'll boost Eric's Baron of Fancyhat's last health I haven't boosted yet. And I'll boost Eric's last arcane, which I haven't done yet. I only have 1 left I can't do anything with. So they're buffed as much as they can be. They are absolutely buffed up to the gills, which is kind of the point. They should be worth the end of the last room. So I don't really. I still don't mind that.
But you've got to the end and you've pretty much maxed out.
Maxed out, yeah, which should be the point.
Yeah.
Still no armour, but never mind. I'll still be at the bottom of the deck. So in that final combat, that final room actually, I haven't started in that room yet. As you can see, we ended up with these 2 fighting each other. First thing they did, Baron crossbowed the zombie in 1 shot. Then the skeleton moved up to attack and did do a bit of damage to it. Did quite well, yeah. Ended up being on no energy, so I left him alone. The ghost came up and finished off Eric. Baron crossbowed that skeleton to death.
Wraith attacked Baron.
Baron didn't do anything actually, I think, on the first go. And I think I did damage to you, I think.
Yeah.
Then Baron moved over and crossbowed the ghost, killing him.
I think the Banshee screamed Eric to death.
Yes, the Banshee did scream Eric to death, you're right. Crossbow came out good, basically.
Yeah.
It ended up with a Banshee, a Ghost, and a Wraith against Baron. And he's killed all of them.
Yeah.
Crossbow came in good. Just chipped off off all of them, really.
And it does so much damage.
In fact, it's Arcane 5.
Just so much damage with the +2 that...
Yeah, and because I've got the Ether token, so Ether totem, so... Yeah, obviously, I haven't the Goblin one, but definitely interesting to see. It was really fun. Like the basic mechanics of the game, I'm not going to change at all, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change their cards or the enemy cards.
I think the enemy cards work really well.
Yeah, they're pretty much spot on, aren't they? They're pretty good. Definitely going to create new characters. So next I might do a couple of goblins, for example. I could do Beaky and Midget would work quite well.
Yeah.
Then you immediately got a wizard.
Yeah,
and he's not terrible in combat. So we were thinking Shabaroon, and I think Shabaroon would work in its 2 close quarters, whereas Beaky doesn't mind as much because he's got like farting. Well, he wouldn't have that in this. But the other options potentially was like Quack and Fritz, or Agatha and Fritz.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is one of them to pick up.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're really blank, so there's a possibility of like still having synergies between them, because there was no synergies between them at all. That just doesn't exist, so really just trying out the basic mechanics, which I think did work quite well. Deck worked all right. We did realise actually that we hadn't put any armour cards in. Damn it. Which is annoying. It's annoying.
I'm staying out of
No, it's my fault. I didn't print them or didn't cut, or just because I had so many. I mean, look at these all I had, even without the armor, I had loads.
It was like 2/3 of the way through. Still no armor. What's going on?
Yeah. So that's why I didn't
that
get the armor.
changed it quite a lot because you had. That would have been something would have wanted to upgrade, and
Yeah, because the armor you can upgrade the armor to be better against all different kinds of weapons, including magic attacks as well. And there's shields in there and helmets in there.
yeah, and bucklers.
There's bucklers, so you're immune to critical hits. So it would have potentially made a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have.
And there's also the wizard hats are in the armor section as well, and the wizard's cloak, which boosts your arcane. So basically, you can create a wizard if you get wizard's hat and wizard's cloak. Wizard's hat just means you can have spells. The wizard's cloak boosts your arcane, I think by +1, and then you can boost it again and again to be +1 arcane. So you end up with a massive arcane. You can end up with like arcane 8, because you can also boost it by just spending moonstone shards. So you can end up with someone who's like melee 9, someone who's arcane 8,
right?
Who might have spells like Fire Blast, which is 2x magical damage.
I haven't really looked at the spells because
we didn't happen. But I think we play it again sometime.
Definitely.
And I'm bringing the game to Goblin Fest. Anyone's interested at Roll Dice Gaming in Bristol at the beginning of July, and I'll be demoing it on the Sunday there.
I mean, it really highlights as well. Just the core mechanics of Moonstone are so fun and so interesting.
Yeah.
That just going around the dungeon was just fun from start to finish.
It was.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to spray the dungeon. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get the dungeon sprayed grey. For the event, so that'll look nice. Technically, all these things have got little topper things on, but they don't really fit. So I'm not going to bother about that. And they've actually got little stones you can put on, so I might try and get that done.
What, on top of those?
Yeah, you've got little cap things you can put on, but I think you have to set the dungeon up in one particular way for that to work. And I don't really want to do that. So not too worried about it. But I'm going to spray it all grey, I think, so it looks less like a load of MDF. And because I've already sprayed one wall grey, so it looks a bit weird at the moment.
The statement wall in the dungeon.
Yeah. It was fun though. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
No, after every room, you're like, oh, what can I pick up this time? What am I going to pick up this time? What am I going to pick up this time? It was really fun to, even though I didn't get any armor, to think what I was going to get. Yeah, changing the deck a little bit, getting rid of some of the pistol shots, getting rid of a few of the moonstone shots. Not too many, because I think you did need them.
And you had a lot of choices of what you could upgrade and what weapons you kept, and it would be cool.
I think what would have happened if I'd had armor in it is they probably would have spent less on like health upgrading and energy upgrading, and I would have been upgrading armor, so it would have been tougher to kill.
But not
because you can upgrade most of the weapons, most of the armor. Sorry, not all of them. Mm-hmm. Because there's wooden ones in there, like wooden helmet and wooden shield.
Was the evil stuff in with the armor as well?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did evil stuff. Yes, I think it was the evil armor. I definitely created some evil armor. I thought I created an evil dagger as well.
Knife of evil.
Yes. Yeah, definitely worth thinking about some more rare items, I think, as well. I got ideas to have things like Baron's hat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Eric's wooden sword. And if you find Eric's wooden sword, it's better for Eric. But anyone can use it, but it's better for Eric. Baron's hat is good for everyone, but better for the Baron. So it'd be like +1 melee. Baron gets +2 melee. Something like that. I think I put something like +1 melee and you look fabulous. I also wanted to do things like Gertrude's Blunderbuss. But I might call it Boom Boom's Blunderbuss. I don't know, one or two. They're actually the same. But
I think you can have more one-off or really rare items that aren't necessarily powerful, but just little trinkets and things.
Yeah, well, there's 3 different kinds of amulet you can get. There's a pink, a blue, and a green amulet. I'll have to put this down on there.
Yeah.
Pink amulet means you'll suffer less damage against red arcane, so the Banshee basically. Blue amulet means you heal more wounds whenever you use a healing item, so you heal an extra wound every time you use a healing. I think green means like +1 damage with green arcane, which is basically crossbows and bows. Cool. So, and there's 2 of each of those in there too. So. Awesome. But I think I'm quite glad to help the size of the deck. Like I said, if you put the armor in, got rid of some of the pistol shots and some of the other random ones, then I'm glad that you don't get through the whole thing. The whole point is it's different each time you play it. Yeah. So I'm not going to change the size of the deck, but just alter some of the things that are in there. I think like only have 1 suspicious potion, because I end up with 2. Only have 1 arcane potion. Things like that. Have less of those things. Maybe cut out a couple of the spells.
Just seem to be.
Because some of the spells like energy 3, well, that's quite a lot to spend.
Yeah. What's that one?
Leshavit's Caress. I've basically taken the spells exactly from Moonstone. I've changed some of them slightly. Like I've changed, I think, Boom Boom's ability, which means he can move. I've changed it to something else, but I've kept basically the abilities pretty similar. Like this one here, yeah, you'll never get this, which I think is Boom Boom's ability. I changed it to red, place an enemy model on any square in the room, so you can just move them away from you.
That's good.
Catastrophe, the goblin can place this model anywhere in the room, so you get to move my model instead, which is quite fun.
Cool.
So yeah, but generally speaking, really enjoyable. I'm gonna do. I might do a podcast on it. I might not. Undecided. But yeah, if you want to see more of the game, obviously watch the first video, but also join the Facebook group, Moonreach and Moonstone Dungeon Adventure Development Group. There's about 15, 16 people in there at the moment, but that's where I'll be posting more now that we're playing it more. And yeah, come to Goblin Fest, play it there. Cool. That's everything.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and see you next time.